Rearing and breeding of sheep. Raising of sheep for obtaining wool, meat, milk, skins and manure is called sheep farming or sheep rearing. People who rear sheep are called shepherds. Sheep have cover of hairs on its body. It is called fleece or fur. We obtain wool from fleece of the sheep. Sheep are herbivorous. They feed on grass. Shepherds take their sheep for grazing. They also feed mixtures of pulses, jawar, oil cakes and minerals to sheep. When winter starts, sheep are kept inside the shelter. Here, shepherds give them leaves, grain and dry fodder to eat. The advantages of sheep rearing are: sheep are strong animal and can live in much more severe environment. Therefore, they need little care and management. In addition, they need little space for living. So, many sheep can be kept in small area. They provide various products which provide very good income within short time. They help farmers by eating unwanted plants in the farm. Here are some of the breeds in India along with their quality and states where they are found. Rearing and breeding of sheep. Raising of sheep for obtaining wool, meat, milk, skins and manure is called sheep farming or sheep rearing. People who rear sheep are called shepherds. Sheep have cover of hairs on its body. It is called fleece or fur. We obtain wool from fleece of the sheep. Sheep are herbivorous. They feed on grass. Shepherds take their sheep for grazing. They also feed mixtures of pulses, jawar, oil cakes and minerals to sheep. When winter starts, sheep are kept inside the shelter. Here, shepherds give them leaves, grain and dry fodder to eat. The advantages of sheep rearing are: sheep are strong animal and can live in much more severe environment. Therefore, they need little care and management. In addition, they need little space for living. So, many sheep can be kept in small area. They provide various products which provide very good income within short time. They help farmers by eating unwanted plants in the farm. Here are some of the breeds in India along with their quality and states where they are found. Moreover, if we select parent having special characteristics, then it is possible to produce a sheep having those characteristics. This is called selective breeding. With the help of selective breeding, it is possible to produce sheep which provide good quality wool. Sheep rearing requires the provision of facilities such as plenty of clean and fresh water, availability of green foods such as grass, provision of medication facility as well as transportation and marketing facilities. So, sheep rearing is done in the areas where these facilities are available. In India, sheep rearing is done mainly in the hilly areas of Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttaranchal, Sikkim and Arunachal Pradesh. Sheep rearing is also done in plains of Haryana, Punjab, Rajasthan and Gujarat. Processing fiber into wool. Not use fibers obtained from sheep directly for making sweaters, shawls and many other things. Instead, these are processed in stepwise manner. Here, in this lesson, we will learn how fibers are processed into wool. The first step is shearing. The layer of hairs around the sheep body is called fleece. Shearing is the process of removing fleece and the thin layer of skin from the sheep body. For this process, tools similar to those used by barbers are used. The outer skin of animal body is dead, so shearing does not harm the sheep. However, this process must be done during hot weather. The reason is simple. If shearing is done in winter, then the cold climate could harm the sheep, since the protective layer is not present. However, in hot weather, they can remain safe even if there is no protective layer. After shearing, the skin rebuilds in some days and the hair starts growing again. Shearing provides fibers. After shearing, the next step is scouring. The hairs, that is fibers, obtained from shearing contains dirt such as grease and dust. It must be removed before further processing. Thus, the sheared skin along with hairs is washed thoroughly to remove dirt. It is called scouring. It is done by hand or by machines. It is then dried and sent to factory. Scouring provides clean fibers. After scouring, the next step is sorting. In this step, the clean fibers are taken to factory where they are separated according to the texture such as length and color. The fine hairs are used to make cloths, while coarse hairs are used to make rugs. There are small fluffy fibers called burrs present in the fleece. These are removed and used as burrs on sweaters. The next step in processing wool is dyeing. The fibers are dyed, that is, colored according to need. Since fibers are white, brown or black naturally, therefore, other colors are used for dyeing. After dyeing, fibers are straightened, combed and rolled into yarn. This is how a woolen yarn is obtained. There are two types of fibers, longer fiber and shorter fiber. Longer fibers are used for making sweaters, while shorter fibers are used for making woolen clothes.
Hazards associated with wool and silk industry. First of all, let us try to understand the meaning of the word hazard. Hazard means danger or risk. And here health hazard means problems related to health or diseases to which one is exposed to. Children, in both wool and silk production, people working in the units are in close contact with animals, and there are chances of getting diseases due to which they may suffer. So let us begin with health hazards in wool industry. As we have learnt earlier, animals like sheep, goat, camel, etc. give us wool. These all are herbivorous animals. They may suffer from a disease called anthrax. Anthrax is a disease caused by a microorganism, Bacteria anthracis. These organisms cannot be seen with our eyes. These microbes, they may be found in the dirty wool. So, it can spread from animals to humans also, to the people who are looking after the sheep or who are shearing the sheep or the ones who are sorting the wool. That is why sometimes it is also called sorter's disease. This disease causes severe respiratory problems like asthma. There is also difficulty in breathing and many more problems associated with this. In ancient times, many animals and people died because of this disease, anthrax. But nowadays, treatment and vaccine for anthrax is available. So people can save themselves from this infection. Here you can see the picture or the microscopic view of the bacteria that causes anthrax. Here chances of infection are there from sheep to humans. also from cattle to humans, those people who are rearing cows and buffaloes. See, the bacteria spores, they enter through the nose and they enter the lungs and they block the lungs. There are alveoli in the lungs, which you will learn later, and because of that the person is not able to breathe properly. Next we have health hazards in sericulture. Sericulture, you remember what is it? Sericulture means rearing of silkworms for production of silk. Children, silk is a very fine and expensive fabric. But the life of the people who work for making silk is very miserable and full of problems. They have to touch the dead worms. Handling dead worms with bare hands, without any gloves. So this dead worms may have some microorganisms because of which infection may be there. Then while boiling the cocoons, they have to put their hands in the boiling water to check the cocoons. Dipping bare hands in boiling water. Bare hands again here without any gloves. This causes blisters. And untreated blisters may get infection again. Here you can see this lady, she is taking out the cocoon from the boiling water and she is not wearing any gloves. This picture shows the blisters on the hands. Here this fellow, he is handling the dead worms. In silk industry, people have to stand for about 10 to 12 hours a day. This may cause backache also and spine problems, spine related diseases, damage to backbone, right? So those who are doing the reeling work, reeling means putting the fine silk thread into small holes. They have to strain their eyes. Whole day they have to do this work and this is very harmful to the eyes. So backache and spine related problems, strain on the eyes due to reeling fine strands of thread, and where they are working, the workplace, there they are boiling the cocoons using diesel as fuel. And because of this, carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide are produced. Also, there are fumes from the boiling cocoons. As these gases enter our lungs, it is very harmful. So, respiratory problems like asthma and bronchitis are also caused. In the factories, they are not having very hygienic conditions, not very clean place, no proper ventilation. So, this also leads to problems of respiration. Here you can see where the people are working. See the man standing continuously and working there. So the place where silk is being prepared is not a very healthy place to work in.